Okay, here's a quick video on the usage of the new sound system at Mack. As you can see, I got it packed away behind the door here. Bought 100 feet of XLR cable so you could place the speaker really anywhere you want. This is the main part of it. It's a little heavy, weighs about, I don't know, I'm guessing 35 pounds. Once you set that up, just take the cover off. And that's really the main part of the speaker. And then there's one other piece to it, right here. Now open this up. There are two pieces in here. One is the middle piece. Goes right in there. Doesn't snap in or anything like that. And then the main column of speakers, same thing, slides in on the top. So, if I go outside for a sec, that's what it looks like. Now, you probably wouldn't have it set up right in the doorway like I do here. Probably want to set it down here on the side. Or somewhere where you're behind it, right? Because if you know anything about audio, when you have your microphone or your audio source in front of your speaker, that's when you're going to get feedback. So you want to stay behind it. So some quick things on the operation. First of all, just got to plug it in. And typically the power plug would be with it, but I just had it on the side. Turn it on, and you can see it's ready to go. That's how quick the setup is. You put these three pieces together and power it on. That's really all there is to it. I also brought over a microphone. All right, so this is a standard 3-pin XLR audio connector. These inputs will also take a 1/4-inch plug, so you have really up to 8 inputs on here, but you're only going to use probably 1 or 2, so you can plug any of them in there. And you have your master volume here. It's also a button, so if you hit it a couple of times, you can get into all of these different functions within the menu. I'm just going to go back to exit and go back here. Usually you want to start at 0 dB for your master, but if you want more gain, you can just turn that up. I'm going to start at 0, and then you have individual gain. Like if you select input 1, you can turn that one up. So I'm going to turn that one up to say 12 dB. Okay? Once I have that plugged in, I have a little mic here. Turn it on. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. So you can hear it's amplifying the sound, but it's not all that loud. So I could certainly turn that up. I could turn up, you know, all the way up to, now you start to really hear it hiss. If I turn that on, that's what I'm talking about with feedback, right? So that's way too hot, right? So let's back that off. And back up here. And you can hear that's much louder. But I'm too close to the speaker now to have it up really loud on the microphone. The other thing you're probably going to want to do is either hook up your phone. You can do that directly if you have the right cables. or you can pair it with Bluetooth. And that was kind of tricky. The one I have experience with was easier, but this more advanced model, you actually have to pair your phone. So you do that by selecting this input over here. You can tell with the little Bluetooth sign right there. Once you light that one up, you just hold it, and you can see it's in pairing mode. And now if you flip over to your Bluetooth settings on your phone, you should see this Evolve 50M pop up, and you're good to go. So while we're doing this, okay, so once I flipped over to the Bluetooth mode and started playing some music, my camera shut off. But I can tell you that with just the phone volume on at about 50%, I was literally shaking this entire building. So it is very loud. I would not keep the speaker inside the building with you. Maybe take this nice piece of wood right here, put it down on the ground, and have it down there. There is also, if you scan and download this app for your phone, it's not too bad. It's a pretty good little mixer app if you know anything about that. The one thing I have not tried to do yet is hook up these mixers and amplifiers to the speaker itself. I'm a little nervous to do that, to be honest with you, because these are actually amplifiers. Well, one of them is along with a mixer, so I don't want to overload this system. So the only time you'd ever actually need to do that is if you were sitting here and you wanted to mix your music with your microphone audio at the same time. But I mean, quite simply, we're going to be able to go back and forth with a microphone and some music, which is really what we wanted to do up here, and we can move it around. I would also not move the unit around as it's assembled right now. Make sure you take the speakers off the top before you move it anywhere, and make sure that it's behind lock and key here. So that's about it. And if you have any questions, give me a ring, or there is a pretty good tutorial online for all of this stuff. Pretty nice little unit. Thanks.